Hello, I'm Josh Montgomery, and this is my first post on this channel, Monty Chats. I'm going to be squinting the whole time because the sun is directly in my eyes, but it makes for good lighting, huh? So I made this channel with the intention to document my growth and just be able to practice speaking aloud to a camera without stopping and make it real raw and unfiltered and just express my thoughts and try to work through things by speaking them out, because I think that's very valuable and important. And whether that helps others or not is a plus. If it does help someone, that's great. But this is really for myself and for my own growth as a person. So what I wanted to speak about today was that I got rejected, So I'm in Nashville right now shooting a music video for my friends. I just want to speak about how odd social media can be and how it can lead you to put people on a pedestal even though you don't actually know who they are as people themselves. So specifically today, I went on a run. I went to Centennial Park in Nashville, which is a nice park. I was doing my run, chilling, vibing, shirt off, no headphones, just enjoying nature. And I saw this girl that I recognized. She was someone that I saw on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago now. And I remember I had a crush on her back when I first saw her. And I remember seeing that she was from Nashville, so after getting a good look at her while I was running and she was walking, I realized it was her, and I immediately got extremely nervous. So in my past, for some reason, I have been nervous to approach girls, I guess naturally. It's a scary thing when you don't do it very much. And that's exactly the case for me. There has been not that many girls that I've approached with the intention of showing them that I am interested in them. So that being said, I remember actually at the same park, Centennial Park, about a year ago, I was with my friend and his mom, and there was this girl that I was once again very attracted to, and she was with her dog. So many ways that I could have opened up an icebreaker and approached her. Could have been all friendly, all chill. And I just let time pass. I let the judgment of my friend and his mom, or what I thought they would think if I went out of my way to go approach her, get to my head. And that girl, I remember seeing her get up, pack her little self picnic, and take her dog into her car and leave. And I'll never see that girl again. And that was gut-wrenching. That stuck with me clearly. I can still talk about that day today. We all have those stories, maybe all of us. Some of us, if you can relate, have those stories where you see someone and you want to approach them, want to talk to them, and you just don't simply build up the courage for it. And it is a horrible feeling, wondering what if. So today, I'm so very happy that she stayed and went on her walk as long as she did, because to be real, I passed her that first time, did a whole entire loop thinking about what to say to her, how to approach her, and I saw her again, and the second time I was on my phone changing a song, and when I looked up she was right there, and it felt like too much for me to just approach her, so I let that time go by. And the third time I thought, oh, a ladybug. I thought I saw her see me and then hit a left, like away from me as I was going straight towards her. So in my mind, I was thinking, uh-oh, that's a sign that she doesn't want to talk to me. I shouldn't do it. I'd be better off not making her uncomfortable and just continuing on with my day. It'll be okay. She probably doesn't want me anyways. I was 7 miles into my run, and it felt like I wasn't even running. I had so much adrenaline thinking about needing to do this that it kept me going. I did another loop, and I saw her before that left turn again, and not in a harsh way, but I made sure she didn't hit that left turn by the time I got to her. She had headphones in. I had so many excuses in my mind of reasons not to approach her and say what was up. But finally, I was just like, I didn't even count, man. I was just like, she is right there. I'm going up to her. So I said, excuse me. I don't think I did a great job. I'll give myself some credit for not having done it that many times before. It's nerve-wracking. I'm happy I did it in general. I told her I was working on approaching people that seemed interesting to me, and I told her I actually recognized her. My mind, one thing I want to point out is something that I don't think a lot of people have to deal with, maybe more than I acknowledge. Performance anxiety is very real, and if you don't have it, imagine getting yourself to do something and just blacking out while doing it. You start physically sweating, you go into fight or flight, you start to have short-term memory, time starts to move incredibly fast to the point where it seems like the moment isn't even happening in reality. I've never been diagnosed with someone that has anxiety to that extent, but I've definitely observed my own self get very nervous in these situations to the point where I have trouble being myself. I think I honestly innately tend to put these girls that I think are really attractive on a pedestal without actually getting to know them as people. So after, I guess, a couple years of imagining what it would be like to interact with this girl and thinking in my head, almost fantasizing that it would go a certain way, it turned out that I wasn't very smooth. She didn't show too many signs of interest because I didn't even bait the hook for her to bite, you know? Not every interaction is going to go as smooth as you want it to, and I truly accept that because now I know the way that it happened was simply the way I suppose it was meant to be. If I am going to be that nervous and she's not going to give me a chance after the fact, why would I push that any further? I want her to have someone that's natural around her, and I think I deserve to feel natural around someone. And, maybe that would have become the case if we had hung out and gave it a go. Although I did tell her I was here for just a few days, that probably didn't help the situation, but it is so much better to me to have walked up to her and tried than to have been here right now saying that I didn't actually get to talk to her. It's actually knowing how much it hurts in the soul and how much it stays ingrained in your mind that you don't approach someone. Let me be the one to tell you that rejection actually isn't that bad. Of course it hurts in the short term, but I don't have that genuine physical feeling in my gut that I used to feel after trying or after not doing something that I wanted to do. Those are my thoughts on that. I do have one more point of how insane performance anxiety is. It also is possible that she was interested in me, and I was so nervous that I took her phone to get her number, put my name in her phone, and didn't put my number for her to text me. I know you're supposed to put the number in and text your name to say, hey, this is blank, this is my number, good chatting with you today. I just put my name in. Maybe. There's a chance I just put my name in. That's how nervous I was. But once again, if it's meant to be, it'll be. What's really cool now is, yeah, rejection sucks, but the lesson that I'm getting from this is that I don't have to tell myself the story that I don't approach females that I'm attracted to, or that I can't talk to girls that I'm interested in, because I've literally shown myself in this real present body that it's possible. Of course, not everyone's gonna work. Why would it? Especially when I fumble that bad and I'm not authentically myself. So I'm still working on that. If somehow you're out there watching this, I would apologize for the way that I may have acted or seemed in front of you, but I'm not going to, because I did my best, and I'm not going to ask for you to give me a chance, give me a shot, because there's no need. If it doesn't feel right or natural to do that for you, if it doesn't feel right or natural for you, I'm not going to ask you to go out of your way to do that. That's okay. I need a wife that is just as interested in me as I am in her. So today I got rejected, and I'm proud of myself for it. All right, goodbye.